We are sleeping on Saddiq Bey, and he's going under the radar just because he's playing for the Detroit Pistons, which I understand because they haven't been really relevant as of late. I mean, the last time they were like relevant was when they had Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, and that was like in the year 2003, 2004, 5. You can even go all the way to 2007, 8. You know, they just haven't been winning a lot of games. They had some good years when Andre Drummond, but they were not really contending for a title, you know what I mean? I did tune in to watch a few games from them last season because I wanted to see what Cade Cunningham was all about. He showed some good things and he's going to be a great player in the future, so I want to give him his flowers. But while watching the Pistons play, I didn't think that Saddiq Bey was going to intrigue me, and he did because he showed some things that nobody is talking about. We can't forget the fact that he scored 50 points back in March, like around the time when everybody was scoring 50 points in a game, like when Cat had 60, when Kyrie had 60, Steph scored like 50 points. Like that was like in the month of March when everybody was scoring 50 points, which was crazy. It was crazy. But this video is going to be all about what nobody understands about Saddiq Bey. So let's get right into it and find out. Saddiq Bey was selected with the 19th pick back in the 2020 NBA draft, and coming up to the draft, he was seen as a good catch and shoot shooter and a pretty good defender, which means he was seen as a 3-and-D type player. During his rookie season, he averaged 12 points, almost 5 rebounds, almost 2 assists per game, while shooting 40% from the field, an incredible 38% from 3, and an incredible 84% from the free throw line. Those are some good numbers for a rookie. And if we go ahead and compare his numbers to the other rookies that season, we can see that he was actually one of the best rookies and had one of the highest 3-point percentage. Plus, look at how many threes he was taking his rookie season. That's a lot. It's incredible that he was shooting 38% from 3 while taking that many shots from the 3-point line. However, he showed that he was more than just a 3-and-D type player. He showed a nice ability to pull the ball up on the floor at times. His sidestep was deadly. His step back 3 was also really good at times. And then he showed that he has a good pull-up and a mid-range jump shot. Plus, I can't forget, like, he was showing that he was a great finisher at the basket. Like, not great, but like good enough. He was finishing with both hands, left hand, right hand, you know what I mean? So another thing that's getting a little bit overlooked also is his post game. Here's where Saddiq Bey gets really interested. His work ethic is off the charts. This dude does not like to take days off. After his rookie season was done, he went on to play for Team USA. After he was done playing for Team USA, he went on to play for the Summer League games for the Detroit Pistons. And after he was done playing there, he went on to play all 82 games for the Detroit Pistons, which was last season. And during the season, we were hearing stories about like the team was asking him to take days off because he always working out or studying film. Now during the Summer League games, I heard this story about 2 weeks ago. It's crazy. But in this Summer League games, when they were happening, the team came to the point where it's like, yo, you gotta take days off. You gotta take some days off. So Saddiq Bey was like, okay, I'm gonna take some days off, whatever. He went up to a mountain and was working out up in the mountain. So while the team was thinking like, he's taking some days off and relaxing, he was working out still and putting, trying to polish his skills, which is crazy. And it reminds me a lot of like Kobe Bryant, because of the stories that I heard about Kobe Bryant. Like there was one point where he broke his right hand, and he was still working out with his left hand, like shooting and doing the drills with his left hand. Like I think I even seen photos of him like in the pajamas or everything. Like his work ethic, the work ethic from Saddiq Bey is really like Kobe Bryant like. I'm not saying he's gonna be the next Kobe Bryant, but you can clearly see the improvement from year 1 to year 2, and it's all thanks to his work ethic. His numbers doesn't really show like he improved a lot, as he was less efficient from the field, less efficient from 3, less efficient from the free throw line, but he did put up more points, more rebounds, more assists per game. And the one thing that I like while seeing this is that he took more twos compared to his rookie season, where he was taking a lot of threes compared to his twos. But while watching the games, you can just see his confidence. He's understanding the game more and more, and his skills were more polished coming into his second season. And he showed some good things on the defensive side of the game also. He was recognizing a lot of the cuts, talking to his teammates, having active hands in the passing lane. On the offensive side of the game, he showed he can create his own shot. He's not a great passer or playmaker, like he didn't improve a lot in those things, but he doesn't really need to because he was playing alongside Cade Cunningham. So as long as he have Cade Cunningham on his team, Saddiq Bey doesn't need to really develop a playmaking skills. Like maybe he should develop it a little bit, but he doesn't need to be a guy that tries to make his teammates better. That's going to be Cade Cunningham's job, as he's clearly the best player on the Detroit Pistons. But Saddiq Bey could be that complementary scorer, like a Klay Thompson to Stephen Curry, or Chris Middleton to Giannis, like those types of play. He can beat that player for Cade Cunningham that can give you 20 points. And he doesn't need to be the greatest passer. Like I said before, he doesn't need to be the playmaker for the team or try to average 5 assists a game, but he just needs to be able to find the open guy when he gets double or triple team, because like that you're going to help the team win lots of games. And he does need to become better in certain things. He needs to become a better on-ball defender, because during last season he was getting beats lots of times. And then on the offensive side of the game, he needs to try to be more consistent. Yes, like I said before, he put up better numbers, like 16 points a game compared to his 12 points a game during his rookie season, but his efficiency went down. So I know that numbers doesn't show everything, but while watching the games, like I said, his confidence is there, and that's really good, but he just needs to become more consistent. And seeing his improvement from year 1 to year 2, I can see him being a beast next season. I mean, let me not say a beast, but I can see him help the Pistons make some noise in the next season. Like, I don't believe he's gonna make the Pistons a contender or a playoff team, but it's gonna be really good to see the Pistons being relevant because of Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Saddiq Bey improving every season. And I feel like he has a chance to pull a Giannis type thing. Like, Giannis is always getting better. I mean, Giannis is a superstar now, and I'm not saying Saddiq Bey is going to be a superstar, but Saddiq Bey is getting better season after season, and it's the same thing with Giannis. I remember Giannis was a guy that was like averaging 7 points a game, then went up to like 12, then to like 16, then to 18, then 21, then 25. Like, he's always getting better, and I feel like Saddiq Bey has a potential to do something like Giannis did, always get better every season, all because of his work ethic. Like, I hear his, like I told you guys before, Saddiq Bey work ethic is off the charts. The thing is, nobody expected Saddiq to be this good. He was selected with the 19th pick in the 2020 NBA draft, and he's showing that he's one of the best rookies in that class. You can even say right now he's better than James Wiseman. He hasn't shown a lot of things. James Wiseman has been, hurt lots of times. But you can say from the 2020 NBA draft, he's literally one of the top 5 players in that draft. I mean, who I drafted in that draft? Anthony Edwards, who went first. LaMelo Ball, who went third. James Wiseman. I think Tyrese Halliburton was drafted in that draft too. So I cannot think of all the names right now, but Saddiq Bey comes up as one of the best players in the 2020 NBA draft. Now that Jeremy Grant won't be with the Pistons next season, Saddiq Bey is going to have more chances, and he's going to polish his skills even more during this season. So I really feel like he's going to be really good next season. And I would say right now, maybe he's going to be the player that wins the most improved player coming up next season. But let me know your thoughts on Saddiq Bey. Do you think he could become a great player or not? Or maybe I'm just overreacting to his work ethic stories and feeling like he could be the next, because of his work ethic, like he could be like a Kobe type player that gets better all the time, and like a Giannis type player that he gets better all the time. It will be cool to hear his stories and him becoming one of the greatest players. You know what I mean? But he wants it. But let me know what you guys think about Saddiq Bey. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, and I really appreciate it that you made it this far and watched the whole video. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.